What's up guys, it's Chris from FamilyGeekery, and today we're going to be taking a look at a USB capture card made by Vivitar. It's part of Vivitar's Creator Series, and it's a low-cost alternative to a device such as Elgato's CamLink. So we're going to take a look at this HDMI to USB video capture card. On the front of the box it says it's USB plug and play, and it's got low latency. We'll test that out. And it can capture up to FHD or 1080p. It says real-time HDMI video capture for next-level live streaming, vlogging, and video conferencing. And it shows that you can hook up a DSLR or a game console. We're going to test those out. And basically you're going to plug it into a laptop or computer to capture too. Let's take a look at the back. It shows basically the same thing, that you're going to take an HDMI output from a DSLR camera, a game console, or video recorder, and you're going to plug it into a laptop or desktop computer. It does come with a handy USB-C adapter, and you're basically going to plug the capture card into the USB-A side and then plug your USB-C into your computer if you have a computer that needs to have a USB-C input. Inside the box it says it comes with the HDMI to USB capture card, the USB-C adapter that we just talked about, and of course the user manual. As far as specifications go, it says the HDMI input resolution is 3840 by 2160 at 60, or basically 4K at 60, and it can capture up to 1920 by 1080 at 60. So let's take a look at this thing and test it out. Now for the first test, I set it up basically how you would set up a Elgato CamLink. I used a DSLR camera with the HDMI output, plugged that into the capture card, and then plugged that straight into my computer. Now this device was actually plug and play. I didn't have to download any kind of drivers of any sort. In fact, in the user manual, it simply said to download OBS to use as a capture software. If you're not familiar with OBS, it's basically the most popular software that's used for live streaming. Now once I got OBS downloaded, I set up a very simple scene with just a game playing in the background and the face cam down in the lower left hand corner. I didn't spend much time setting up the camera and setting up any lights, so your results could look a lot better if you spend a little bit of time with that. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with the results. It does exactly what it's meant to do. It takes the HDMI output from your camera and it inputs it into your computer to capture it. So far I would consider this a great alternative to the Elgato CamLink at a much cheaper price. But because it doesn't come with any fancy software, you do have to rely on the settings inside OBS to get your camera to look how you want it to. Now let's move on to our second test and see how it performs as a game capture device. Now for our second test, I've hooked up a Nintendo Switch from the HDMI output from the dock into the USB capture device. Now unlike a real capture card like the Elgato HD60, this device does not have an HDMI pass-through port. With an HDMI pass-through port, you would be able to monitor the game that you're playing on a monitor or TV, just like you would normally play it, while the capture card is capturing to the computer itself. And since the Vivitar device does not have a pass-through port, then you're going to have to actually watch the game that you're playing on the computer that you're actually capturing it to. And this can cause a little bit of latency. But from the testing that I didn't notice very much latency at all, just like the box said. Now while I was doing this test, I did run a couple races of Mario Kart, and I didn't notice any hiccups or stutters. I was pretty impressed overall. Now these results may vary depending on the overall hardware of the computer that you're recording into. So I would say this second test was a success. You could basically plug in any of your consoles that have an HDMI output and capture it right into your computer. And if you already had a USB webcam, you could set that up in OBS as your face cam and be streaming in no time. So to wrap this video up, I'd have to say overall I'm pretty impressed with this Vivitar HDMI to USB video capture card. You can see I have it sitting here next to one of its competitors, the HD60S made by Elgato. And while it doesn't have all the same bells and whistles that the Elgato line may have, it just gets the job done. And I'm also impressed with the casing. It is actually a metal casing, and it shows that it has a USB 3 connector. Well, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. It does help us out a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, peace out and geek out.